Okay, these are Socrates hybrid greenhouse cucumbers. So I think they don't need to be pollinated. Anyway, there's the bag, and as you can see, it may have gotten slightly wet near the top. Seeds appeared to be dry, so we'll plant this in the coconut core, and let's see what happens. And if they come up, we'll transplant them out there in the greenhouse. Well, okay, here are seedlings here sprouted, and these are hybrid greenhouse tomatoes. And it says Cumulus, let's see, Cumulus sativus, yeah, whatever. Anyway, they're greenhouse tomatoes, and they don't need to be pollinated, so they're just right for what we've got. And I've already got a bunch of them moved over there, but the last one, see, what I'm going to do is just kind of gently pull it up out of here, shake the roots off. And we'll put it right in here, in between our swamp cooler batting, and then we'll take it over here. Now over here is, right here, put it in the water. Let me get you a close-up. And I've got them in here now just to get them acclimated to a water environment. And these are going out in another planter in an aquaponic environment in a couple of days, once I make sure that they're doing okay. Okay, they've been in there overnight, and as you can see, they're looking good. They're not dying. Well, this one looks a little funny. But anyway, we'll take them upstairs and put them up in the sundeck floating raft aquaponics system and see how they do up there. Okay, so there they are back there. As you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now that one looks like he's not feeling well, but I think they'll recover. And you can see there's a couple of other ones here, this one and this one. And those were put up here quite a while ago. I thought they were dying or something, so I put them up here to give them a chance. But it looks like they recovered too. Anyway, we'll let these sit for a couple of days, and they should start to grow, and we'll have cucumbers, greenhouse cucumbers. Now, if you remember, this is my little spinach patch, and I've replanted some spinach, and I'm waiting for them to germinate. And as you can see, you know, what the remnants are coming up kind of okay. Now, I had thought that the little pill bugs were probably the ones that were eating up the new sprouts as they basically came emerging from the seeds. And so I've been spraying, and now I'm starting to wonder if maybe the pill bugs are not the culprit. And let me show you why. There's one of them right there. Now you see that one sagged a little bit. There's another one right there. But there was something else I noticed. I put these in here yesterday, and I noticed this. Look at that. See that? Something nibbled that thing off right there, ate it. There's no trace. There's nothing. There's another one right there. Something nibbled that right down to the nub, and there's nothing, no leaves or nothing left. And then right here was another one. I don't know if you can see that. It's probably, yeah, there's what's left of it. Something ate it right down to nothing. And so what can do that? What does that? I thought, in here, you see, looking around, there's really no bugs or aphids that can get in here. And besides, it's been too cold outside lately, so there's not anything like caterpillars or moths or anything flying around. So I thought, what in the world could be doing this? And then something struck me that I haven't thought about for a long time. It's mice. Because if you look here, there's no remnants of any leaves, and what small bug could get in here and eat everything like this and not even leave a trace? And, you know, what's got a huge appetite like that that's as small as a fly, because that's about all it could be in here about right now, and do this? I don't know. So, what I am going to do tonight, I am going to put the mouse trap out, and these are really good mouse traps. I put a little bit of peanut butter on it right there, And I'm going to leave these out here, and I'm going to set this trap up right here and see if in the morning, you know, the mouse comes back and says, I think I'll get me some more of that cucumber salad, and see if, you know, we catch them. Now you might wonder why I'd be so quick to jump to mice as the culprit in that rather than, well, some kind of a, you know, a bug or something like that. Well, like I said before, it's kind of cool out here at the moment, so caterpillars and insects and things like that are just not doing very well right now. So, and overnight, it happened overnight, because I remember seeing that before we went in, they were still there, they were doing fine. And there's one other thing too. Downstairs I have a little grow bin and stuff, you know, and it's in a room where we keep some food and things, and sometimes we have mice that come in there. Now we keep traps and things set up, so you know, it ain't overrun with mice, but every now and then we'll see a mouse. And I saw this very thing on one of the floating rafts that I had there. I was trying to grow lettuce or something, and it took me a while to figure it out. But it looked like the greens were being nibbled on. Now, who would think mice would want to do that? But it looked like they were being nibbled on, kind of at the same stage that these were, but they would nibble them down, and I was wondering, what in the world? Now, you know darn well, in my basement, inside the house, there ain't no caterpillars and things like that are, you know, chewing it down. They're just not there. So I set a mouse trap in there just because I was suspicious. Could it be? And sure enough, next morning I caught a mouse. And after I caught the mouse, you know, all that stopped. So mice do go after certain seedlings. I think it's interesting here. I've got tomato plants all up in front. They don't seem to care about those. I guess they don't taste good. But cucumbers, I guess they taste good. And so mice go after them. Maybe lettuce too. Anyway, tomorrow, with that trap set, we'll see what happens. Alright, there it is, armed and dangerous. A little bit of creamy peanut butter on the pedal there. And I understand, you know, experience too. Mice can't resist peanut butter. They just love that stuff. So we'll see what happens tomorrow. See if we catch something. Okay. There's proof. It was mice. It's one mouse. So we'll reset that trap and put it up again tonight. Who would have thought, you know, that's what's eating all this stuff is mice. They eat the greens. Interesting.